Clickheads, the game show about Wikipedia that we promise isn't boring. Please welcome your hosts, Archie and Bretz.
Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Kwanzaa.
Kwanzaa. What one's that?
Hanukkah.
Hanukkah. Careful, man.
Ramadan.
Don't think it's Ramadan.
And a warm hello to everyone who listens to this podcast. Jesus, good to have you with us.
In the words of a genuine, PA announcement I heard at, I think it was on Boxing Day at the Brisbane airport. Someone was like, hello and welcome to Brisbane Airport. Merry Christmas. Or for those who don't celebrate Christmas, good morning.
Not a happy holiday.
I can't remember what they said. My dad was very,
Your dad was what? Sorry, I've distracted you.
You have.
Sorry, my headphones are just very loud.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, we should have done this before. We'll just cut this out.
For those who aren't watching, Archie just started waving his hand, which wasn't the clear.
Well,
I didn't know what you just started doing this. Could have been 100 things.
We do a radio show together. We've got lots of hand gestures that help us guide us when we're talking out loud.
I know, but you just started doing like a sock puppet without the sock puppet.
All right. I was trying to say to you, turn the volume down on my headphones. So explain to me what you would have done from a gesture point of view. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So you just pointed to your headphone and then did the down gesture with your finger?
Yeah.
I'm sure I did that.
You just started waving. It's like you were trying to fly.
I really thought you'd get that.
You went Dumbo.
Yeah.
You just started flapping.
I want the elephant setting on the roadcaster over there.
Well, let's not start divided over hand gestures because
true.
this is the Wikipedia game show that we promise isn't boring, where we try to link two seemingly unrelated topics using just 5 clicks, the hyperlinks on a Wikipedia page. We have half an hour to do so. Mm-hmm. We can't control F. We have to scroll through the document. We cannot use countries or cities. No. And there is a booby trap. We cannot see the name Rowan Atkinson, which might come up today. And if we see that name, it's done. It's like a fail-safe and the whole thing's over. Now, we won last week.
Yeah, we're on a hot streak.
We're on a hot streak.
We're feeling...
Well, we're not on a hot streak. We've won one.
We're like the Brisbane Broncos, all right?
No, to be like the Broncos after they lost 8 in a row and then won a game, and everyone was like, hot streak?
Did we lose how many in a row? Would have been at least 6 in a row. So
we were losing.
Yeah.
Almost, you could set your watch to our loss.
Yeah, our podcast form was out. We would have, if we had a coach, they would have been sacked.
They would have been out.
So luckily we don't have a coach, but a big shout out to our clickhead Eloise, who's given us our challenge today. Huge shout out to the Perth Hills. So she's a listener from Western Australia.
Yeah.
You only recently, for the first time in your life, visited Western Australia. I actually lived there for 9 months when I did a regional radio job in Bunbury.
Was it only 9 months you were there?
Yeah. I planned to be there a lot longer, but I fell in love doing long distance with my now wife, Lucy. And 9 months into that journey of living in Bunbury was when all the borders started shutting for COVID, so I had to fly out of there. I wish I had lived there longer. I absolutely loved it. I mean, I proposed in Busselton.
You did?
On the southwest coast of Western Australia. I love WA.
Yeah, I spent 3 days there, but it was great.
Can I ask you, when you were there, did you have an emu export?
I didn't, but I think I've had an emu. I feel like I've had an emu export before.
Really? I've never even seen it on the East Coast. I didn't even know it existed until when I landed.
It might have been in Alice Springs. Would that make sense? That they have some emu export in Alice Springs?
It's been a while since I ran my eyes over the distribution of emu export and what states and territories of Australia sell it.
Well.
Could be. I'd imagine it would be sold in the territory. But
I'd have to think so.
I'd never even heard of that beer until I landed at Perth Airport, and the radio team that came to pick me up, they handed me a can of it at the airport and made me finish it before we were even out the doors there. I said, Western Australia, pretty cool place.
Wow.
Yeah.
Your radio team picked you up.
Mate.
Budgets used to be different.
How about this? The content director, so the boss of the station, and the promo manager, not only did they drive 2.5 hours to pick me up from the airport to bring me back.
Is it 2.5 hours away? Oh, because you flew into Perth.
Flew into Perth. They had never met me. They had made a sign, like on a massive sheet of a poster. They'd Facebook stalked me. They'd put all these photos of me on this poster and then it said, welcome to WA Archie. It was like genuinely one of the nicest things anyone's ever done.
And here it took me 6 months to get into my email. So workplaces are different.
Times have changed since 2019. But my point is, Eloise, we love WA.
Yep.
And Perth Hills is nice. I spent a Christmas out there once with another radio colleague of mine. So got a lot of time for WA.
Awesome.
Yep.
All right.
What do you think of Perth? You were there a few weeks ago.
That was great. Yeah. I mean, I think I said to you at the time, I didn't get to experience much of it because I did comedy every night. So I went straight from the airport to the comedy club.
Yep.
Did the Thursday. Friday we worked, so I pretty much just had to go straight to the radio station.
Yep.
And then did comedy that night. And then Saturday was nice. I've got some friends over there. We went to where's the nice water? What's the beach called?
Scarborough.
No.
Cottesloe?
Cottesloe.
Where's
Cottesloe?
Scarborough? Is that's the
Scarborough's
island?
a bit further down.
Scarborough.
Well, listen, while I'm sure everyone's enjoying this deep dive into the geography of Western Australia, we will pump on into the game for a second. We are connecting the cure to the bidet.
Oh, this is going to be tricky this week.
You know what, Arch? I'll say it early. I think it's borderline impossible. I don't know shit about the bidet. Pun.
You ever used one?
Have I? Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, to be clear,
They're
this
pretty
is
cool.
This is to be clear.
Pretty cool. Paige is in here too, our female.
Used a bidet? There we go.
Make sure you turn your volume up when you just join us like that, Paige.
Bit of feedback for Paige.
No, because we want to hear from you.
Holy
People
shit.
want to hear from what you have to
just-
say, Paige.
Jeez. This is Archie's being a bit of a tyrant today. He's waving his arms at me like a dictator. You had a bit of a kind of Mussolini vibe to you when you waved your arm at the beginning about your headphones, and now Paige is like, "Oh, yep, I've used it today," and you're like, "Speak up, speak up, girl. Do you want to be heard? You are a dictator. Oh my god,
I'm revved up.
You're like Kyle Sanderlands in here. Are you trying to? Do you want to? We should get people to pay $100 to listen to this. What do you think of that?
I think, don't attack me while we are talking on microphones, okay? This is workplace bullying.
It's just distracting. He's hard to intimidate.
It is.
He's really hard to
And I'm a
intimidate.
Scorpio, so don't upset me.
Are you a Scorpio?
Nah, I'm an Aries.
I'm a Taurus.
No, who gives a shit? Okay.
So,
Proceed with the bidet chat. Oh, you
Well,
reckon it's going to be impossible?
Well, we're obviously going to talk about bidets in a second. Can I quickly, you said we don't have a coach. I just wanted to quickly read a message from Toby.
Just one of the great sentences.
Toby, who we said last week was the reason we were like quite ruthlessly efficient, which did lead to a win,
Yep.
which clearly a lesson we've immediately forgotten this week. They've said, after we spent
success has got to our heads.
40 minutes talking about how Archie got from the airport to a job 5 years ago.
Just a fascinating insight. Shout out, Renee. Thanks for picking me up.
Good on you, Renee. Toby said, meant to message you and say very proud of Archie and you. You guys worked together and didn't fuck around. Keep this form rolling into the coming weeks and into finals.
Oh, that's nice.
Now,
Thanks, Toby.
While that's a genuinely nice message from Toby, I also think he raises an interesting point of, I don't know how we'd do it. We'd probably need to find another podcast that we're willing to do this. Would be fun to have some kind of finals series. Like, would be fun eventually.
Oh, yeah.
If we can find two other people who want to play clickheads at the same, like we need to get different studios. It would obviously grow, but it's like if we could get like Hamish and Andy,
Okay, we're aiming really high.
We're gonna aim really high.
That's fine. I love the optimism.
if we could get like Hamish and Andy to like, we get the same topic, we're in different rooms, and it's like, and go. And whoever gets there first or gets there at all wins. And we have like final. This could become a round robin tournament. We could have the Clickhead Olympics.
Not that I want to be accused of being a dictator again on this podcast. Just one per episode would be nice. But what would be a fantastic job that, I don't know, maybe Paige wants to do this.
God.
It would be so cool to know like what our time is for when we achieved our successes on the podcast. Like how quick it took us to get what we've won 3 times,
Paige,
Brett?
you don't have to do that.
Paige, I demand it.
Paige,
Paige?
you don't have to do that. That's what a useless stat.
Paige, we need to know. It's really important that you know.
You want to get you're gonna be like Fox Sports soon. You're gonna be like, can we get a momentum tracker
Yeah.
about who's doing more, Archie or Bretz? Can we get a click predictor? Who's gonna decide on the next click? Oh God, it's the Red Bull click predictor.
And again-
45% Archie's gonna make the next one.
I like that you're aiming high that we could get our first sponsor on board is Red Bull. So that's awesome.
We've got Red Bull
And Hamish and
sponsoring
Andy,
Hamish and
are
Andy
doing a spin-off of our podcast.
Hey.
Yeah, cool.
You know,
So-
as Pitbull said, reach for the stars, and if you don't grab them, at least you fall on top of the world. Think about it, and if you trip, I'm gonna fall on top of your girl.
Is that a lyric from The Cure?
I
that one of their
literally
songs?
said it's from Pitbull.
Oh, did you? Sorry.
Yeah.
I was still thinking about getting Paige to do all of
You
our
were
dirty work.
you were still making an itemized list of what you're going to demand Paige does.
Yeah.
Paige already gives this podcast more time than I would argue is in the ambit of her employment.
Have we really
and we love you for it.
We do love you, Paige, but have we really explored what Paige can do for us, you know?
What? This isn't about Paige, respectfully.
No, it is about bidets and The Cure.
and the name Paige still gives me a...
Yeah.
Because I have an ex-girlfriend named Paige.
We don't have enough time. Maybe bonus episode on that.
Neither did we.
Oh, I'll let you have that one. Keep that one in. Okay, now, before we get started, you reckon it's going to be impossible today?
I can honestly say I don't know a single pop culture bidet reference.
That's interesting because I've been racking my brain thinking, has there ever been like a famous musician who has, it's this quirky interview they once did going, well, I won't travel anywhere unless there's a bidet.
Yeah,
Beyonce said that, for instance.
That's a really good train of thought.
Do you remember the first place you used a bidet?
So can I just be clear for a second? A bidet is when it shoots water and washes your bum.
Well, no, a bidet is like those miniature toilets. I guess, no, that can be a version of a bidet when you get the hose. But a bidet, in my understanding of it, is it's like the miniature toilet that's lower, that you straddle and you face the wall. Like you sit on it the opposite, like if you were doing a reverse kanga.
Sure.
That's my interpretation.
I wasn't sure.
Paige is agreeing with me.
So what does it mean? Because I thought it was...
This is like a birds and the bees talk with you.
This is really...
Son, hold my hand and let me tell you about a bidet.
Thank you.
We're holding hands. What would you like to know?
This is breaking my brain a bit.
Have you been using it wrong?
So you're not meant to eat off them. I sincerely...
This is what Eloise wanted. She wanted to chat like this.
People said go into the bidet. It's the perfect place to make hard shell tacos. And
mate,
that's wrong?
It's the best place to make pho.
Pho? Oh, well, it would be good for pho.
And ramen.
Or,
that's how they
as
do
you
it in
say,
Asia.
if you're a wanker from Melbourne, pho.
Yes.
Oh, it's actually pho.
That's not a nice way to talk about Paige. She's from Melbourne.
Well, I know Paige is from Melbourne.
Yeah. So what's your question about bidets? Apart from, no, you shouldn't
What
eat
are
on
they?
it. So you ever been into a toilet where you've got your traditional toilet,
Yeah.
and then there's like the little one on the floor that's a lot lower. It kind of looks like it could
For
be a bath.
Asians. For Asians.
What?
Typically for Asians.
I think it's just popular in Asian countries.
I
actually,
I don't think you're allowed to use the squat dunny unless you're Asian, because that's cultural appropriation.
but it's not. It's for washing. It's not for
my
distributing.
my toilet is not your costume, is what.
I think you've been using bidets wrong. That's my hunch. That's my suspicion.
Reach for the stars, and if you don't grab it, at least you fall on top of the world.
We're not talking about the whole things in Asia.
That's not what a bidet is.
No, this is like, it's like a little sink. It's got taps and stuff. Yes. The woman in the room is agreeing with me. It's got the little
Why
taps
does
on
her
it.
being a woman have anything to do with it?
Well, I don't want to be
Why
too...
do you keep bringing Paige up?
Look, I'm going to say it. Is it more commonly used for women rather than men?
Yes.
There we go. Make sure you turn the volume up on that.
Wise. I don't
Because
want
it's supposed to watch your genitalia out.
Sure.
You're giving it a red hot crack.
I see.
But I will
Also,
say...
it's a little bath to wash your stuff.
Yeah.
And it's not a squat. Shut up. It's not a squat dunny.
No. God, that would have been a messy... I mean, you could probably take a shit in it, but that would be an awful...
People have 100% mistook the bidet for the toilet in a rush and been like, what the heck?
100%. Yeah.
Okay. So I do have a story about a toilet, but I'll save it for the end because I think it's time we crack in. What do you
Yeah,
reckon?
let's do it. Now that we got all the bidet chat out the way.
All right.
30 minutes remaining. 5 clicks remaining.
Here's a hot take about bidets, though. I do think that...
You realise bidets are at the end.
Yeah, I know, but I just want to say
Yeah.
that, the little hose that does connect to the toilets. I really think that should be more common. Huge fan of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. there we
But
go.
I would rather have to wipe more and more thoroughly
Mm.
than I would to hose my bottom like I've just got to Shawshank.
I think you'd get used to it.
Sure.
Yeah.
But I'm used to wiping.
Yeah, but you know what? When you first got an iPhone, you had to get used to it. It's like the same thing.
Well, I famously didn't get an iPhone until after school.
Oh, yeah, sorry, of course.
Because
I
of you.
always forget.
You always throw it. You lob at me
Oh,
how
man.
I'm such a prissy schoolboy from private education, but I was banging a Nokia around for years.
I don't know how I keep forgetting that. For me, it's like I remember where I was 9/11, and I remember where I was when I read about Bretz famously not having an iPhone until he was 18.
Do you remember where you were on 9/11?
Yeah, I was at home.
Were you at
I
school?
remember. No, I was. Well, it happened in 2001, so I was 9. I just remember going into my parents'
It was in the morning.
room. Yeah,
It obviously happened overnight.
And it was on. I
My
remember where I was.
dad saw the second tower
Oh fuck
get-
this episode!
get hit live.
Why did I bring this up so early?
Because I'm into night. Because I'm going to get obsessed.
Yeah,
Okay,
and
well, let's pivot back to the Cure. So
Yeah,
Eloise has got the Cure, the English rock band formed in Crawley in 1976 by Robert Smith, one of the least cool rock star names.
What a fun fact about Crawley.
Sure.
The football team used to be coached by Harry Kuehl.
Oh wow. Yep. That is cool. Yep. That is cool.
Kuehl for Kuehl's. I think it was one of his first coaching jobs. Socceroo Harry Kuehl.
Before we try to figure out anything resembling a strategy, where are you at on the cure?
I honestly, I'm sorry, Eloise. I don't think I could name more than 3 of their songs.
Okay.
I reckon I know them.
Give me 3.
Friday one. Friday on My Mind.
Say the title of It's Not Friday on My Mind. That's a different song.
Friday I'm in Love.
Yep.
Boys Don't Cry.
Mm-hmm. Good.
Lullaby.
Yep. That's good. Well, that's 3.
Yeah,
if you can name more, if you can name one more, you've exceeded your expectations of yourself, which is what this podcast is about. It's about betterment. This is like Diary of a CEO.
Let's say Milk.
No, there's a huge one you've missed.
Really?
I'd
Milk's
say-
pretty good. It was one of their B-sides.
I'm not disputing Milk being good.
It's a good song. No, don't know.
Just Like Heaven was the one I was thinking of.
How's it go?
That's like, ooh, soft and lonely, ooh, soft and lonely, ooh, danger, danger, da 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 da. It's just like a dream. Ding, 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 ding.
Normally,
Hope you like that, Eloise.
yeah, normally when you sing, I know what you're doing, but
I was
couldn't get that one.
Sorry, mate. I love The Cure very, very much. Disintegration, I think, is one of the great rock albums. I absolutely adore it, and it's also one of my plain albums. I would say I have 3 or 4 plain albums that are always downloaded on my phone, no matter how little storage I have. And they are like, when I'm on a plane, I will listen to those. They calm me down. They put me to sleep.
Oh, yeah.
I've got...
Do you reckon a lot of people do this?
Yeah.
They have this designated collection of music that they refer to as their plain albums.
I don't know if a lot of people do it, but I don't think it's one of those things where I'm like a freak and I'm the only person who does this.
Yeah,
I think there'd be a few people especially people who are anxious flyers, which I wouldn't say I am, but
It's downloaded music, so you don't have to think about it.
it's just like music that is like good enough to put me to sleep or good enough to listen to if I'm wide awake. Like I could listen to it on a 2-hour flight to Sydney, or I could listen to it on an 18-hour flight.
You're going to have to delete some of that music because I want you flying and listening to the back catalogue of Clickhead soon, and that's going to take up much more important space. I want The Cure out.
Okay.
Okay?
That would be crazy if I just on a flight listened to like back-to-back 17 episodes of my own podcast. But The Cure, I would put The Cure as well in a like what do you think their highest streamed song on Spotify is?
It's got to be Friday.
So it's not,
I'm in Love.
which I was shocked by. It's Boys Don't Cry. And I looked at this morning. They've both got over 1 billion, but Boys Don't Cry pipped it.
Boys Don't Cry sounds like a song you'd hear on like the In-Betweeners. It's
Yeah.
got that real
Yeah.
quintessential British sound to it. Yeah, I know it.
That's good.
Yeah, okay. I
And
can't believe...
it's also a message that men today need to hear with all their lattes and their bisexuality.
I genuinely didn't know that The Cure have been around since the 70s. I did not know that. If you had told me they're like a 90s, like they got popular in the 90s, I would have believed you.
Well, this is where my theory around the Boys Don't Cry thing falls into. Now, even though Spotify was obviously invented after both of these songs, Friday I'm in Love, I believe, came out in 1992. And I think Boys Don't Cry was like 76. Like, I think they whipped that out real early. Yeah, 79 rather. So I think that there's maybe a bigger relationship with that song. But I would say, like, Friday I'm in Love is the Cure song that everyone knows.
Yeah. Well, we play it a lot on our radio station.
I would say
Sometimes we play it on a Monday. It's confusing.
Can I throw something out at you? I love the song Friday I'm in Love so much. And I know it's like not really like hip to say you love songs that are that universal. I would never, ever skip that song.
Wow.
To me,
an
that is
unskippable song.
That to me falls onto a rare category of song that I would say is unskippable.
What else falls under that category for you?
Okay, here I'll go one and then you go one. Okay, so I'll say Friday I'm in Love. I would never skip.
Yep.
Another one for me, Like a Rolling Stone, Bob Dylan. I would never skip that song if it came on.
I probably wouldn't skip Billie Jean.
Oh, that's yeah.
Yeah,
But you don't like the song. You just like the guy.
Yeah,
You're like
behind the music.
You're like out of support. I will listen to this to get
What?
the streams up and prove that he's all good.
Yeah, it's kind of like how your private life, you'd like to emulate a lot of that. It's similar stuff.
You mean the dancing?
Yeah. One of the worst impressions of Michael Jackson.
What do you mean? Okay, everybody, here's my Michael Jackson.
Oh,
Well, that was pretty good.
Yeah. I've
I
got a
did
past.
not commit the allegations. My family, the doctor gave me
We did have a lot
medicine.
of fun recently making fun of the new Michael movie. How
Oh, that was
the timing of when
that's
it stopped was genuinely. If you haven't seen Michael,
I was
yet,
like, why does this sound familiar? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, we did it on our radio show already.
we did have a laugh about.
That's pretty funny.
And then nothing else happened after the first album came out, and that was his
he
life.
released Thriller, and that's it. I would say another unskippable song for me.
Yep.
Honestly, bro, Charlie XCX Von Dutch. Yeah?
Immediately, you look at Paige in the studio for confirmation of that.
I knew she would like Charlie XCX more than... You like Charlie XCX? Did you have a Brat Summer?
She's okay.
I'm just living that life. I think it's because
That was. You're telling me that's an unskippable song?
Fuck yeah, dude.
Nah.
I've said...
You've gone woke.
So I've said Friday I'm in Love by The Cure, Like a Rolling Stone by Bob Dylan, and Von Dutch by Charlie XCX are the big three of music. Fight me if you don't agree. Von Dutch as well was like the song because Brat came out while like I was traveling Europe. So I was listening to Von Dutch like in EOS, like eating my like 7th gyros of the day, walking down to try and talk to some Americans on the beach, being like, it's okay to just admit that you're jealous of me. That's one of the lyrics.
All right, I'm going to throw this back at you. Unskippable song for me because I know you're going to ridicule me about it.
It's going to be by Justin Timberlake.
No.
Okay.
Don't You Worry, Child, Swedish House Mafia. Love that song.
That's fair.
It's a very important song for me. I don't have a kebab story to share about it, but it was very important in 2014.
That's fair.
Also, Under the Bridge, Red Hot Chili Peppers. I can't skip it.
I think I'd skip that one. But I would never skip.
So you wouldn't skip Charlie XCX, but you'd skip the Red Hot Chili Peppers Under the Bridge.
I don't love Under the Bridge as much as a lot of their other songs. I would never skip Soul to Squeeze by the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Oh, interesting, yeah. That's a good one.
That's my favourite Red Hot Chili Peppers song.
But you were saying before we started recording, your most skippable artist, because you can't stand her and everything she stands for, Taylor Swift. That's for you. Every song of hers is skippable.
Can I actually be... I know you're trying to
We've got to get back to the game. This segment's past now. The skip game's done.
I have
A hatred of...
not knowing how we're going to get to Bidet. Archie, I love The
okay.
Cure, and I could just
Can
read...
I throw a... I've got a strategy.
Yeah.
I think if we can find out a tour that the Cure went on, maybe they toured in Asia, and that might unlock... I know we can't click on countries, but perhaps we can find an arena or something like that. It gets us to... I think we need to go... All the other road...
That is so wild, but I can't think of much better.
Or we need to try and figure out how we get into the plumbing world somehow. So we need to go down, which obviously you and I have an extensive knowledge of.
The plumbing world.
So that's what they like to refer to it as. If we can somehow, was Robert Smith, the lead vocalist for The Cure, was his dad a plumber? And, he practiced singing into PVC piping, and then bang, a record label said, you got to hear this, and then puts the phone out, and then the PVC pipe vocalist became the lead singer of The Cure. I'm sure that's the backstory. Oh, my God.
20 minutes remaining.
For a man who works in commercial radio, that was an insane idea of what it takes to get a song played on the radio. But I love it. I'm like...
What's your strategy?
I don't got one. Can you think of any movie or reference to a bidet? Like in Train Spotting, he falls down the toilet. That's not a bidet.
Or like in Bridesmaids, how she shits in the sink.
That's like... But I can't think of any other... Eloise, what the hell's going on in Perth, bro?
Could there be a route to MTV My Cribs? What was that show? And maybe there was a famous episode of Cribs where one of the celebrities was known for having 8 bidets. I don't know, P. Diddy's coming to mind for some reason. He strikes me as a guy who could have 8 bidets.
They would have been plugged and filled with baby oil.
Yeah.
I don't mind that. I like the plumbing suggestion, somehow finding a way towards plumbing.
We need
Now, how we do that is tricky.
I feel like we'd have to go through the early parts of their band. Maybe there's some information about what they were doing before they were musicians, but it doesn't
Mariah Carey have an insane house with I think Mariah Carey once bought a bonkers house that had billions of bathrooms in it. Maybe that's a way to get to bathrooms.
She's got a famous rider thing that has to do with the loo. That would be helpful.
The Cure have influenced a number of musical artists spanning multiple genres, including blah, 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 and Beach House. Now, I quite like the band Beach House. Do you think if we clicked on Beach House, there might be a chance that they're like, not to be confused with this page for a beach house, which famously have bidets in them to wash the sand off your butt?
Just quickly going through their page, I'm just trying to think of like, we don't want to click on another musician because we'd be virtually in the same place. So we kind of need to think of a different avenue that
they've ripped out a few albums. They brought out an album in 2024.
They've been around since the 70s, man. Now, you told me last week, one of the big takeouts, don't be afraid to go to the bottom of the Wikipedia page.
It's a great strategy.
So I've just jumped down there. We've got things like AMA recording artists. There's people from Crawley. I wonder if there was ever a famous plumber from Crawley.
Jesus. That is...
I wonder if Crawley FC... Okay, hang on. Crawley FC, the football club, would be on that page.
Can we click on Crawley? It's a town.
Well, it's people from Crawley.
Oh.
There's musical groups from West Sussex. We don't want to go the music group. We need to pivot somehow.
The film...
People from Crawley. Okay, there's a... Oh, I don't know where the famous plumber is.
The Friday I'm in Love was used in the soundtrack for a movie called He's Just Not That Into You, which has lots and lots of actors in it. I don't know. I like, this is my issue. I just can't think of where I've ever even heard of a bidet in the pop cultural realm.
For reverse engineering, what page before a bidet would have bidet on it? We need to get to toilet. We need to get to plumbing. If we can get to plumber, do you know of any... Okay, here we go. Let's tap into your movie knowledge. Do you know of any famous actor who was a plumber?
Well, Shane Jacobson played Kenny.
Oh, okay. That's a lead. That's what we call a lead in the biz.
That was very in the biz. So if we could get if we could get to Shane Jacobson, now where would Shane Jacobson be related to The Cure? He's hosted a lot of stuff.
Yeah, famously the Sunshine Coast Business Awards last year that I helped.
That's his main credit.
Yeah.
So in fact, Shane Jacobson has been criticised widely by Marty Sheargold. Like the big joke was, hey, Shane Jacobson, on their drive show, they used to say, you're allowed to say no, because he was in like every ad, which could be good for us. So if we could find a way to get to Shane Jacobson, holy guacamole, Eloise, you have absolutely killed us here.
Okay, there's a hyperlink here for when the band performed at Vivid Sydney. Which is that annual big light festival. All I'm thinking of is this is one click from getting to The Cure to getting to Australia that would be allowed.
Yeah.
It's not my strongest
What
theory.
did Shane Jacobson used to... Like, what's his big thing? He was in the film The Deb. Now, The Deb stars Rebel Wilson. Now, Rebel Wilson she's got a relationship with Hollywood. So maybe we find, like, a way...
Because you got to think if we get to Shane Jacobson, there'll be an article about his role in Kenny when he played a plumber. You got to think plumber will be hyperlinked.
That's probably our best way to get to bidet.
But then Shane Jacobson, plumber, bidet. Fuck, we got to get. We really need.
Time's going to be the issue here.
Yeah,
I think we're probably about to hit 15 minutes.
Okay.
Like.
So somehow we're trying to get into Rebel Wilson quickly.
I'm trying to find a way to Rebel Wilson. Now she was in Bridesmaids. She was in Kung Fu Panda, I think, which I don't know if they used much of The Cure on the soundtrack for Kung Fu Panda. Now,
God, Eloise, you've got us this week.
Olivia Rodrigo. She was in like Disney Channel shows.
What was your theory with the So if we go to Friday I'm in Love, do you reckon that there might be some kind of Hollywood A-lister on that page?
I know for a fact that song was used, but it's so many clicks away from fucking bidet. Like Kenny, what would Shane Jacobson have been in? Oh my Godfather.
All the other route is we go to like the MTV, try to get to MTV Cribs, and then maybe there was a famous episode about the long lost bidet of Mariah Carey or something like that.
You always have such good strategies until like the end. You're like, and then and then his dad was probably a plumber. It's like these are the wildest Hail Marys.
Hey, I dare to dream. I dare to dream, Brett.
Hey, no, which is good, mate. We love a dreamer. We absolutely love a dreamer.
Paul McCartney, was he famous for ever performing on a bidet? That's how the Beatles got famous, wasn't it?
Not that I know of. Hey, Pooh. Bidet in the Life. There you go. There's a bit. That was the original name of that Beatles song.
Damn.
Gave me nothing for that.
Sorry, I'm too busy looking at this page. I'm deviating.
I want to wash my hands.
That would have been a good COVID
I
song.
want to wash my hands. Well, when I'm pooping, I need to wash the butt.
There's a hyperlink here, again, a bit of a stretch for a performance that they did in 2002 at the Tempodrome Arena in Berlin. Now, bit of a stretch, but do you reckon at the Tempodrome they've ever had a massive plumbing issue there?
See, again, you just say things. You just chew up our time.
I'm not chewing.
With
I'm
crazy theories
I'm
about
filling the void, okay?
about what might have happened. What do you mean, a giant fucking thing? I don't know. We haven't made a click.
No.
This is the longest we've gone without a click because we just don't know anything.
Well, we don't know that for sure. We'll get Paige after this episode to run the numbers to make sure that
that's
statistically that's actually accurate.
That is a good point. All right, well, let's go to Paul McCartney. What do you reckon? Just try. I mean, it leaves us in the same place, but at least he's probably had more to do with.
For me, it's between Paul McCartney or we because we're trying to get to an Australian, we click on this Vivid Sydney hyperlink. Well, Paul McCartney should open up everything though.
Let's just do it. I think we have to do something. Mate.
Maybe his dad was a plumber. Let's do it.
Okay, let's do it.
I'm pretty sure his dad was a plumber.
We have to do something.
Paul McCartney. Let's go.
4 clicks remaining.
Incredible scenes if his father was a plumber.
All right, find out.
I'm rapidly searching. For
Early
anyone who doesn't
life.
know, Sir James
Okay, well, his
Paul
dad
McCartney.
was a nurse. His father. I know where his. It just says it doesn't say what his dad did. They were baptizing Catholic Protestant before the war. Midwife. Council housing. Okay. They grew up in council housing, public housing in the United Kingdom.
Bidets are famously for rich people.
But it could get us to plumbing. Like that I feel is in the housing. I think there's something.
Why is council housing? What's the story about that in Paul McCartney?
The growing family, the McCartney family, was rehoused at a flat in Knowsley in 1944 and then in a council housing development in Speke in 1946. Now, Jim returned to his job at the Cotton Merchants, so he was not sadly was not a plumber.
Okay, so we always end up in the United Kingdom somehow on these episodes of this podcast.
I mean, The Cure is a United Kingdom
true.
band. It's probably forgivable.
Public housing, so what are you expecting that might be on that page that could get us one step closer to the dream of a bidet?
I suppose maybe something about they are commonly there's a plumber. I don't know. It feels. I feel like in terms of times and clicks, council housing has more chance of getting us to plumbing than going this whack Shane Jacobson route. Because
I feel that ship sailed.
I think Shane Jacobson sailed, and I don't think he's I don't think Paul McCartney was a guest cameo on Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader or any of the genuinely hundreds of shows that. Have you met Shane Jacobson, Paige? No.
Oh no. I'm just trying to think. Oh, it's just so funny. We're going down this path of thinking that on the plumbing or the toilet page, it would list,
10 minutes
Also,
remaining.
if you love this, you'll like this kind of thing.
Which is something we always run into. We know about this.
However, though, on the Drop Bear episode we famously lost, on the Koala Bears Wikipedia page, it had a link to its famous cousin, the Drop Bear. So
Crazy they've just got the address of Mary McCartney, where she 20 Forthland Road in Alderton. I guess Beatles people are freaks. And I mean that with respect. I love the Beatles.
Me
but
too.
There are people who are I need to know what brand of toothbrush his cousin used. There are people who go deep on Beatles stuff.
you ever been to Liverpool?
No.
Oh, okay.
Never went there the whole time I lived there.
I've been to the Cavern Club.
Not in the... You
Been
went?
to the Cavern Club. I think I went 4 or 5 times. It's an awesome venue. You just get to hear the
Liverpool
music
was
and
one I just didn't get to, which annoyed me. I think we go council housing. What do you reckon? We have less. We have about 9 minutes.
Yeah, let's go to a structure that would have a fixture that we're looking for.
Right,
so
we're going to council housing.
3 clicks remaining.
The first thing I've seen is domestic violence, so that's not fun. Right. Analysis of housing built year by year. Let's see, these are the ones where Control F would just be so beautiful. Right. Crime prevention, welfare, sink estates, dispossession, list of large public housing. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. There's lots of stuff in here. Tower blocks, shopping and leisure patterns. We always find a way to... Now, the Housing Subsidy Act of 1956, the page does not exist. There you go.
There's a lot. I've got to be honest. I was a bit fearful that this page would be really short, but there's actually a lot of shit about council housing.
Lots on here.
Affordable. Hang on. What's
Second World War.
Rented by property in various ways. Okay.
Cottage estates. This again falls into the world of I don't know much.
No, there's a.
Which so often happens.
There's a hyperlink here.
Liverpool, Vauxhall. I lived near Vauxhall.
South of the river?
Vauxhall was when I was like, when I got to Vauxhall on the tube, I was like, oh, I'm almost home. But I often had to change at Vauxhall from the Victoria line to the Northern line. Archie started the episode with talking about, how he got around in Western Australia, and we will bookend the episode with how I got around in South London.
It's less risky to the performance of the podcast when we do it before the time is ticking.
Okay.
So
that's fair.
Yeah.
That's a real dictator thing to say, but that's right. Slum clearance, housing associations, arm's length management, everything on here is boring.
Interesting. Okay. There is a part about the occupation of social housing, the ethnicity. Have we got 10 minutes left, or we hit that marker?
I'd say we're about 6 minutes.
Oh, God. Okay. So it does have all the different ethnic groups that are broken down with percentages of who lives in public housing. Now, I'm just wondering if any of these ethnic groups, traditionally their culture...
Wildly risky.
I know it's risky, but there's Indian, Chinese, Pakistani, white British, Arab, mixed, Bangladeshi, Irish traveller, white gypsy is written there. I'm just quoting what I'm reading.
Do you think if we were to click on... I don't even want to speak right now about any... Because I said the thing at the beginning about... I thought it was like the squat dunny, and that was all wrong.
What's one of the major religions in one of those Asian countries? Is it Muslim or is it Buddhism? Serious question.
Both.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there's a religion breakdown here on the council housing.
But is a bidet particularly linked to a religion? Bidet sounds a bit like Buddha. Thoughts?
Maybe that's where it comes from.
Maybe that's why they said it, because Buddha was a big fella.
Bidet. Maybe Buddha, a big guy.
It sounds a bit like g'day.
And he's a bit of a big guy. Maybe he couldn't get up to the higher toilet, so they had to invent something new.
They were like, hey, the big fella's too busy on the ground praying. We need something a little closer to the crack to wash that thing out so he can keep spreading peace. And then they're just like, Buddha, hey, Buddha. And he's so deep in meditation, he's like, and they're like, Buddha, hey, Buddha, hey, Buddha,
yeah.
Buddha.
You got to imagine.
And then he's like, hold that thought. Buddha, we were just... What were you saying? We've got a tap for you. But hey.
Well, just when I thought we were going to win, now I definitely don't think we can.
And to any Buddhists listening...
Yeah. That was all Bretz, by the way.
I don't think Buddhists are allowed to get angry, so they're probably the religion you want to offend. Whereas there are other religions that I won't mention that are more than happy to take...
All right,
responsive action. Paige is like, I'm going to get out of here. Paige is like, why have I tied myself to this fucking podcast?
5 minutes remaining.
5 minutes remaining in 3 clicks.
Buddhism. It's a religion of people not to be confused with Buddhism who pray to bidets.
Yes.
Because you're on your knees, you're kind of at eye height with a bidet. So you could be like, hail bidet.
Do you reckon there was someone who wanted to call it the A bidet? The A Buddha? And they were like, no, it sounds better the other way.
What if we created a startup idea, an Australian company called G'day Bidet? And it's like, you know when you're out bush and your bum starts to get all those dingleberries in it? We've all been there.
Yeah.
Well, now we've got G'day Bidet. So people don't think you're Asian. Come on in. G'day Bidet. It's a squat dunny for white people.
And that's like the big marketing campaign to
it's
normalise
it. It's like a One Nation. It's like in the rise of One Nation.
The G'day
They're
Bidet.
like, we're the G'day. It's like, Pauline's like, we need to be able to clean our butt cracks without people thinking that we're Sri Lankan. And then that's what she says. And then they're like, oh, okay. Well, One Nation are probably going to win an election in Victoria. But anyway, that's another conversation.
What do you know about the 1970s sitcom Queenie's Castle?
Not much. Oh, is that the one with that famous bidet episode?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It was a famous sitcom set in the early 70s in Leeds, West Yorkshire.
Margaret Thatcher. She would have used a bidet.
God, can you imagine? I want anyone listening to this podcast, visualise Margaret Thatcher using a bidet.
No.
No, that was your Winston Churchill impression.
That's him talking.
Oh, fuck. I think we've lost. I can't really see a way.
This is
to
Eloise.
get-
We love you to bits, but the Perth Hills must have more brain space allocated for bidets than we do because I got
But interestingly,
diddly fuck.
Eloise did say that there's loads of hyperlinks on the bidet Wikipedia page. She said she put the time in to have a look. So there's got to be some interesting.
It doesn't necessarily look at these. I'm looking at all of these towers. Housing Action Trust. This is just wildly detailed.
I bet you she's going to send us after
Yeah,
this episode.
dude, that's always going to
Jenny.
happen. Like
Yeah.
everyone's going to
Well,
get in touch.
I genuinely want to know though. I want to know what the journey could be. Can we go to Queenie's Castle? This TV show.
Sure, where is it?
It's under system. It's under the third Council of Housing Estates, System Build Estates. So, because they filmed this TV show there.
Another thing we could have done, we're probably out of clicks now, was go to World War II. There'd be something about toilets.
Probably, yeah.
Should we just try it?
Is that on? Can you see
World
it?
War II is under Council Housing Estates.
Okay.
All right, let's just do it. Bang,
Yeah, let's do it.
whatever. What have we got? 2 clicks?
2 clicks remaining.
Course of the war. War breaks out in Europe. Now, there'll be something about... What do you reckon's the longest Wikipedia page? This would have to be up there.
Yeah.
Because there's heaps in it. Now, the Allies gain momentum. Wow, this is detailed.
I can't even. Are you on World War II?
Yep.
Oh, you're on the sequel.
What are you on?
I went to World War One.
Oh, what? Does that count as 2 clicks then?
No. I'll go.
Oh, mate. Did that just say 1 minute remaining? Or, I don't know.
I think it did. Yeah.
Oh, whatever. This ain't going to work. We're looking for something around how they used to do poop in the war. World War Poo. Am I right?
I'm sure that was some trench humour.
That
They were
I
cracking
imagine
jokes.
that. Yeah, and again, you're probably right. World War One was more when they were in the Somme. That was more where they were rolling around in their own shit in the mud for two years. Not a nice time.
Western
Whereas this
Europe.
war, World War Two, I've heard was famously cruisy, and genuinely quite comfortable.
I'm
Whereas
not
that
sure.
World War One was the one where everyone was rolling around in the mud. Whereas World War Two was almost akin to going to a Big Four holiday park.
There's definitely differing observations about
1 minute remaining.
that conflict, mate.
Well, I think my take is the right one because I once saw a movie.
So we're looking for anything to do with. I kind of just want to cheat at this point and just do a Control F. There's just no way we can do this.
They're so. Do you reckon has Eloise tricked us because she did say The Cure was her favorite band? Maybe they have a song where famously the lyric is saw you out the other day and wanted to use you like bidet. Wash my ass of all our past and kiss you on the butt.
That
Something like
was the second verse of Milk,
Of
the song
Milk,
from
the song.
The Cure.
Wow.
So it's amazing that I can't believe I forgot that.
Milk me, milk me, milk me, sell my milk down to the dairy. 'Cause I like to be on cereal, but not as much as you.
I got to say, it's not very. Oh, damn.
Game over! You get nothing! You lose!
To get just from an English rock band, The Cure, to World War II doesn't show a long journey at all.
No, I don't know, man. We spent a lot of time on other stuff. That was hard.
That was really hard. I wonder if the punishment should be the next episode of Clickheads we need to actually record it on a bidet.
How do you spell bidet?
Bidet. Now, we are going to go to that page now because this is going to
We're going to go to the bidet. Well, there's a lot of them for sale.
Yeah, so a bidet is a bowl or a receptacle designed to be sat upon in order to wash a person's genitalia, perineum, inner buttocks, and anus. Eloise, you dirty girl.
To anus.
I wonder why she picked bidet. Well, I might have to ask her.
We'll ask her. Well, I guess the whole,
Now that you see-
topic is about...
Whoa! How's the photo of old mate in 1790 on one of these bad boys? Right at the top. Woman on a bidet. I think it's a painting by Louis Leopold Boiley.
Well, he was a sick puppy.
Yeah, he's like,
1790, he's like, hey, babe, sit still. I'm going to paint you on the shit.
it's like a wooden bidet. That can't be sanitizing.
Something I will tell you while you look for Shane Jacobson on this page.
Yep.
Not a bidet story, but in Japan, when we went there years and years ago, I was year 10, maybe year 9 or 10, and they have fancy toilets that do these Toto toilets where you press the buttons and it can have a heated toilet seat in the cold and a button that washes your bum.
Yeah.
First time I did it, didn't like it at all. I was like, whoa, don't know about that. And I went to a Catholic school, so I was used to that feeling. So I basically never used the bidet again, but I did get curious as a young child with an active imagination about how how it worked, whether you needed to be sitting on it for it to work. So I sat and pressed I was at the airport. We were about to fly home, and I was like, I simply cannot leave Japan without figuring this out. So I went and pressed the bidet while I wasn't sitting on it, and I was like, it didn't work. And I was like, it must be based on weight. So I grabbed the cubicle walls and heaved myself up. So I'm standing on the toilet seat, and with my foot pressed the button of the to spray to wash your bum, bro.
Oh,
it was like a fountain. When there is no butt for the water to hit, it doesn't know when to stop. I'm not joking.
yeah, it's powerful.
So, dude, it was like one of those super soakers they used to advertise
It's like
on
a
Saturday
gurney,
Disney.
mate. It's a gurney in there.
Mate,
It's a high-pressure hose.
a bloody Karcher. I was like, this could take bloody dirt off tiles, mate.
I think...
It goes over.
Right.
Japanese society, obviously famed for many things, but politeness being one of them. Incredibly polite people.
Yeah.
I have walked out of the toilet, and I'm not joking. There is a businessman in a suit, Japanese man, washing his hands, and he's wet.
From the toilet spray.
Had to be. He's his hair was wet and it was dripping down his suit.
That is revolting.
And it was 100%. He was standing at the tap in front of the cubicle that I bideted him. No, that's not what a bidet is.
You open up the door, you go, you just got bidet!
You just got bidet, bitch!
Nowadays, all those
Ohio
pranksters on...
gozaimasu, you're covered in pus!
Yeah. Those guys who film pranks, they would do that. You got bidet.
You got bidet.
I think it's
And that would get 18 million views on Instagram.
Yeah.
I just bideted a Japanese man.
I think there's probably this shared experience amongst not just Australians, but I guess people who don't use bidets or the hoses, right? There's got to be
unless it's a bloody g'day bidet.
Unless it's a g'day bidet, but that moment that you do go and travel for the first time and you have the opportunity to use one, that shared experience of all of us, probably the trepidation that you feel before trying that for the first time, you kind of look to the right, look to the left. I'm going to give this thing a whirl. I hope I don't like it too much. I mean, we've all had that. We all remember our first bidet experience.
It is not uncomparable to anal sex.
I would not know. So you'll have to take your word on that one.
No.
So it feels the same?
I've never...
So how would you know?
I said I imagine.
Oh, I didn't hear that word.
I've had it described to me in detail.
Okay. I've seen the videos.
I've seen videos.
Yeah. You reckon you'd be... you know what?
You know what?
I've got a big revelation. I've actually got a massive, massive revelation.
Okay. Is this going to be...
Whilst I was listening to most of your Japanese bidet story...
which is, again, not what a bidet is, but yeah.
No, but I've done some digging, and you are not going to believe this. If we had gone the Shane Jacobson route...
Bullshit.
What did we say? We said, let's get to Shane Jacobson, plumber, bidet.
Yep.
Okay, I've just had a look. I've gone to Shane Jacobson's Wikipedia page. Top line, he's an Australian actor, best known as, here's a hyperlink, Dunny Man. Dunny is a hyperlink for his performances as the character Kenny, who's a plumber, right? Now, interestingly, plumber, no hyperlink. Kenny is. The word Dunny is a hyperlink for any of our international listeners, which is what Australians colloquially refer to as a toilet or an outhouse, whatever. So you click on Dunny, the hyperlink. This is in the first fucking sentence on Shane's page, right? You go to the Dunny page. Known variously across English-speaking words such as bog, dunny, long drop, privy. You go all the way to the bottom of the Dunny Wikipedia page.
Come on, man.
There are external links. The first thing, equipment, ball cock, bedpan, bidet. We would have fucking done it.
The only reason this isn't breaking my heart is
It's
clicking on Shane Jacobson and clicking on Dunny and clicking on bidet is 3 clicks.
Yep.
It gives us 2 clicks to get from the cure to Shane Jacobson, which I still think is a tall order.
So
that's the only reason it's not breaking my heart.
So from the Cure, we would have had to get to a
page that had Shane Jacobson on it, which I still think is borderline impossible. If any clickheads out there can get, this is like a mini challenge because we've now got the back end. So if we've gone the Cure, click on a page, click on Shane Jacobson. No, we could have been 2 away. So we start on the Cure, we click on something that has Shane Jacobson on it. No. Shane, Dunny, bidet is 3. So we have 2 extra clicks. Yeah, so we need to get from the Cure to something to Shane Jacobson.
So does that mean that the first click or the second click needs to have Shane Jacobson on it?
Believe the second.
Yeah.
So let's say we get to
I mean,
Rebel.
it's really
So
hard maths.
The Cure.
That sort of click, though?
No. So let's say we get to MTV Music Awards.
Okay.
Rebel Wilson, Shane Jacobson, Dunny, Bidet.
Yeah.
So that's
Doable.
No, I don't think it is.
You don't think it is? Within two clicks, we could have got to Shane Jacobson?
I challenge anyone out there to get from The Cure to a page that has something to Shane Jacobson. So now we're doing a clickhead mini. We're trying to get from The Cure to something that has Shane Jacobson on it.
I want to say,
That's
Eloise, who sent us the
wild.
challenge, can you please let us know the journey of it? Is it even possible to, could you... Not that we would ever do this.
I'm going back to The Cure now.
I don't think we've ever done this. We've been so pissed off at the end of the episode that we've really tried to go back and work out how we could have done it.
Okay, I'm gonna try the angle that I was thinking of. So I'm making the first click on Friday I'm in Love, the song.
Very dramatic. Brett's just tapped his computer, raised his hand.
I sort of blasted it. So now I'm trying to see if it's that's the album Friday I'm in Love. Okay, I'm going back. Oh no.
Also, I just want to know, I'm now on the Wikipedia page for just toilet, and I want to see, if you like this, you'll love this. Toilet. It comes in many beautiful varieties. Just a quick little...
You see, here again, it's the fact that it was used in the trailer for He's Just Not That Into You, which I know for a fact is just not in there.
God, if we had got to the toilet Wikipedia page, again, I know a bit of a stretch, but we would have got there too, mate. The technology used for modern toilets varies.
I like that the Shane Jacobson thing would have worked, but I sincerely don't see... I'm looking at it now, mate. I'm going through it. It's I'm going to all sorts of things, and I cannot think of a way to get to he's just such a uniquely and he's such a domestic person. Shane Jacobson has never made a wave overseas, despite the fact that I guess Kenny was I'm not saying nothing.
Well, let's
Anyway.
just throw it out there. If you can do it,
Yeah, we'll
let us know. We always want to know what the journey could have been.
Have a go at it.
And to quote the band that started this whole crazy adventure today, whilst we might be upset that we didn't successfully click our way from The Cure all the way to Bidet, boys don't cry.
So true. Boys don't cry, and boys should never cry. Mental health was invented by workplaces.
What's the most
to
pathetic?
try and clear their leave balances.
What do you reckon is the most pathetic reason you've ever cried
Oh, it's a great question.
this week?
When I missed out on getting the Odyssey IMAX ticket the first time, I was
That's so close.
I haven't cried this week. I haven't cried in a while, to be honest. I'm trying to think. What's the most pathetic?
I can tell you what, my one.
Yeah.
When I was in year 6, there was a public speaking competition, and for some reason the teacher couldn't decide on who was going to. Every class had to send 3 people through to the finals, who would compete against all the other 6 classes in year 6 for the finals of the public speaking competition. So I got into the top 2, and the teacher couldn't decide between my friend and I over whose speech deserved to go through. So we then had to go to another classroom, and we both had to do our public speaking speech for the new room full of students who we don't normally work with.
Like an impartial jury.
Yeah. Now, my friend, we both delivered what I would say were good speeches. But at the end of his speech, he did a little twirl to finish his.
What?
Now,
Like a physical twirl.
he finished his speech by doing a spin.
What?
It was like, it's up to you, and then did a spin at the end, right? I'll never forget it. It really annoyed me. My friend, his speech and him were picked to go through. We both had to walk back into our classroom. The humiliation of that happening to me.
He didn't twirl.
I burst into tears. I was then put onto the teacher's lap, and she was comforting me.
Did you say year 6?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was either year 6 or it was either year 4.
You sat on a teacher's lap in year 6?
Miss
Bro, that's like
Bryan.
borderline pedophilia.
Hang on, Miss Bryan was year...
Bro, if you were in year 6, that's like 11 years old.
I think it was year 4, actually.
Okay, that's more acceptable.
Another amazing thing that happened in that year 4 class, not that I condone this, but it was just one of those moments in primary school. A kid in our class...
The teacher kissed me on the lips while I was on her lap.
No, but not too far away. One of the kids in my class got so angry, so worked up, he was having a bit of a fit. He punched her in the boob.
Oh, he can't be boob punching.
right in the boob, and like I was sitting at my desk.
Family friend of mine, a girl punched him in the ball, so he punched her in the boob, and she got all upset, and he was like, "Mine's worse."
No, it's tit for tat.
Should we end it? No, we got to end on that.
I want to hear one of the pathetic reason you cried.
Oh, mate, well, I'm going to go the opposite way, not out of upset, but out of like, I cried the other day when Alex sent me that video. I wasn't joking.
What, with Dolly playing with the
Alex,
gift that you got her?
our good friends AB and Alex, their daughter Dolly turned 2 last week, and I bought her a set of like gel pens and colours from Smiggle, and then Alex gave it to her on Saturday night, and then on Sunday Alex sent me a video being like she just asked for her, and she was like waddling around getting the pens and opened them, and I cried.
I didn't know that was. I thought that was just a text
Like a
you
joke.
said. Yeah.
No, I sent a text. I was like, I literally just cried.
That's not pathetic. That's beautiful.
Well, it's pathetic in the case that I'm like, well, I guess there was probably a bit of sadness in like, am I ever going to get to have this? I'm opening up to you.
I know.
Do you know how popular the podcast The Imperfects is, where they all just sit around being like, I'm sad and that's awesome. That's what I'm trying to do.
How do you feel about?
Big fan of The Imperfects, by the way.
Not that I want to add another job to Paige,
Fuck me,
but I really think in the edit of this episode, let's end on the tit for tat.
Rather than me. Did you just say my joke?
I'm joking.
Because I opened up about wanting to be a father one day. That's why
beautiful.
people come to Clickheads.
But that's not
They get to the
pathetic.
55-minute mark. I cried because I cried when I won a public speaking competition comfortably because my speech was serious and another guy did a funny speech and got laughs. And people came up to me afterwards and was like, you shouldn't have won. Crossies was so good. And I think genuinely that's when I was like, I'm going to be a comedian. Because I did a speech that got 0 laughs and Crossy did a speech literally called the Private Boy School for you, How to Pick Up Chicks. And it was literally, and I'm still friends with Sam Cross, and he'd probably, he did a speech that was How to Pick Up Chicks, and it was just like one-liners, like, are you a piece of Vegemite toast? Because I'd like to lick you. Probably not that. And who would want to lick Vegemite toast? Bad example. But he just had like pickup lines, and the boys obviously went fucking cuckoo bananas because we'd never met a human woman before.
Oh,
At a
all boys school,
Catholic private boys school. We were like, I'm so horny, my dick's about to pop.
Yep.
And so then he did this speech that went bananas, and I got up and was like, here's why bushwalking is great. That was my speech. It was about bushwalking because I'd been on a hike with my dad. And I was like, bushwalking's awesome. And it was just like play to silence.
Did you at least do a spin in your speech?
No twirl.
Ah.
So Crossy gets all of the accolades. But I win the trophy. And I'll never forget this. I was walking to the car to get picked up, and my mum and my sister saw me with the trophy and went, ah! And started clapping. And I got in the car and I was like, shut up! And like threw the trophy and I think I broke it.
Because you were pissed off that he got more laughs.
I was like, it's not like I won. Crossy got laughs. And they're like, but you won. And I was like, but I need laughs. And now I'm a comedian, and I've never told this story. I haven't told this story for years. And people often ask me, when did I decide I was going to be a comedian? And now
we found it.
I think this is psychologically. I was like, I'm never, ever going to let someone be funnier than me in front of a crowd again. And like they are every week. I'm never the best on a comedy lineup, but still.
My secret favourite part of Clickheads is it becomes this beautiful open therapy session where we just eventually uncover the truth.
I know Toby listens. I reckon he'll remember. I reckon he'll remember that it was like year 6.
God, I'd love one of your mates to recreate your bushwalking talk. That sounds fucking awesome, mate. Can I tell you?
It's actually a special moment with my dad.
Oh, fuck off! I just want to get a transcript of the speech. Not that I don't know how we've just turned the end of this podcast into talking about school public speaking things, but I'll leave you with one more. Just last one.
We're about to hit an hour.
Yeah, I know, but we were 20 minutes early last week, so on average we're actually still okay because last week was a super short episode.
You sound like an employer being like, well, you actually finished early last week, so we're not going to pay you overtime.
But
dictator.
My mate did a little spin. That was a very triggering thing to remember from my past. But Lucy, my wife, she did a speech in school to become school captain, and her thing was her uncle on the back of her jacket that she was wearing put little like Christmas lights and they cut little holes in it and it said, vote for Lucy. She did the whole speech facing the crowd and then right at the end she turns around, presses a button and it lights up like a Christmas tree. Vote for Lucy. That's how she became school captain.
That's awesome. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
I'm with that.
Bit of razzle dazzle.
I heard Pauline Hanson's doing the same thing in Victoria.
Yeah.
She's got orange, like, vote for Pauline. She's like, give him the old razzle dazzle.
Well, she was seen in Bunnings, and it is Christmas in July, so that's why she was shopping last week.
Well, it's August now. So, just incredible inaccuracies.
She had to, yeah.
Well, that was awesome. Eloise, fucking hell, man.
So many great moments.
So
I think
many awesome moments.
the Buddha Bidet moment was
What are we doing,
was
like-
a special part.
We're doing a post-match.
No, let's end.
All right. Well, we'll probably just end it that tit for tat bit.
Archie and Bretz's Clickheads. Don't forget to subscribe to the show and share with the Clickheads in your life. Plus, you can send your topic suggestions for the next game to ClickheadsPod on Instagram. Thanks for playing Clickheads.